Hi, I'm Michelle with the Michelle Home Selling Team, and I help first-time home buyers and sellers save time, money, and I help make the process smooth. Here's your October market update for Monrovia. We're looking at last month's numbers since the current month's data is still being finalized. Let's take a look. So you can kind of see here where we zoom out on the long-term trend. Monrovia's housing market has seen steady growth over the past decade, despite short-term fluctuations. This is going all the way back to 2008. Look at this trend here. It's been on an upward trend. We've had our peaks, we've had our drops. Look at the lowest is in January 2012. And by the way, we're looking at the average sales price as a whole in Monrovia. And the average sales price back in 2012 was $353,770. What is it today? It's $1 million today. Whoever invested way back when, congratulations. That's one of the things that we love about real estate. But today, the average sales price in Monrovia is $1,072,052. That's beautiful. What stands out to me is that even though the market's cooled slightly this year, it's still holding on to the post-pandemic gains. We're not seeing a crash, just a shift towards a more balanced rhythm between buyers and sellers. We are toggling between a little under $1 million, and then we go to 1.2, and then we go to $1 million, and then we go to 1.2. Then we go to $1 million, and then we go to 1.3. So very interesting. So it's just, it toggles back and forth. This tells us that while affordability and interest rates are shaping the pace, demand in Monrovia still remains resilient thanks to its lifestyle appeal, proximity to Pasadena and Los Angeles, and that small town feel that buyers love. All right, let's go ahead and zoom in. Let's go 1 year. Let's take a look at the numbers. So this is year over year. The average sales price in Monrovia is $1,072,052, down about 6.8% from last year. Let's take a look at showings per listing. It's about 2 showings per listing, okay? Showings to contract. So about 8 people going through the house will result in an offer. Average percentage of original price received, 97.5. You guys, this is a really important number. Let me explain this one. Buyers have a bit more negotiating power. So whatever the sellers are listing their price at, it's not selling at list price, it's selling below list price. But we are seeing that well-priced homes are still moving. Months of supply. This is going to show us how much inventory we have and what type of market we're in. So 2.6, September had 2.6 from last year. All right, let's take a look at active listings. Active listings are down 26.5% with just 36 homes available in the month of September. So inventory is tightening up again heading into fall. Pending sales also 12, down 33% from last year. All right, let's take a look at the closed sales. 12 closed sales. 12 is a magic number for September in Monrovia, down 14% from last year. So fewer transactions overall from last year, but not an unusual pattern going into Q4. All right, let's look at the average days on the market. Averaging 42 days to sell a home, which is moderate, not slow, not frantic. Homes are taking a bit longer to find the right buyer, but they are selling. That's a big jump, right? They're just starting to go up since July. Well, and you see the trends. This is the summer market. 18 days in July, 23 days in June, 20 days, 42 days going into Q4. So what does this all mean? Let me break it down. For buyers, this means you may have a little bit more room to negotiate and ask for credits, but don't expect huge price drops, especially with low inventory. And for sellers, it means pricing strategy and presentation matter more than ever. The homes that shine and hit the market right are still getting solid offers. What's my opinion? Okay, Monrovia is in a healthy pause. The data shows balance returning, not panic. This could be a good window for buyers who've been waiting on the sidelines, especially before competition picks up again in the early spring. And for sellers, fall is still a strong time to list if your home shows well and is priced right for today's conditions. If I were summarizing this in one line, I would say the Monrovia market is steady, not stagnant. If you found this video helpful, hit like, share it, and subscribe to join our growing community. And to all my subscribers, thank you so much for continuing to support this channel. I love hearing your feedback and seeing you here every week. Check out the links below for free resources, current listings in Monrovia, and to schedule a 15-minute call with me. I'm Michelle with the Michelle Home Selling Team, here to make understanding real estate simple. Wishing you all an amazing week.
Baby girl, you are so pretty, 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 pretty. Baby girl, you are so pretty, 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 pretty. Females made you just to trick me, trick me, trick me, trick me. 'Cause baby girl, you are so easily pretty. The only reason I